Show you how to capture a picture on your Chromebook and then examine the file. From the apps launcher, look for the app called Camera. It's one of 3 apps that we're going to use. The other 2 are the gallery and the files. So I'm going to capture a picture using the Camera app, and it's now saved it in the gallery, and I can go to the gallery app by selecting that. And now I can edit that if I wanted to. I can also change the file name. So it's got this awful file name. It's not showing the file name extension, so I don't have to worry about that. It'll keep the file name extension as JPEG or whatever it is, and I'm going to call this me. And case is important, so that's a capital M and then a lowercase e. Sometimes it's important. And I can go ahead and close the gallery app. I can close the camera app. The one that I need now is the files app. And again, I use the app launcher to find it. And there it is, the files app. You can also pin these to your shelf, they call it, or the taskbar in Windows. You can right click, which is 2 clicks on the touchpad on the Chromebook, and you can pin it so that you have access to that app. The files app is a nice one to keep down there. Now, the camera on a Chromebook saves the pictures in My Files. That's actually on your Chromebook, versus Google Drive, that is not a file on your Chromebook. It's actually in the cloud, and if you disconnect from the internet, you won't have access to Google Drive, but you will still have access to My Files. And there's a folder inside My Files called Downloads. This little arrow opens up the folder or contracts it, and if I click on it, it also opens it up over in this window. And when you expand the arrow, it's only showing the folders that are inside the folder. So that's why I see the Android folder over here and 4 files that it wouldn't show me over in the file list. Okay, so here is the file me. These are different pictures I took at other times. And if I right click on the file name, which again, that means 2 fingers to touch the touchpad at once, then one of my options is to get info about the file. And it says I can also just hit the space bar when it's selected as a shortcut. These are keyboard shortcuts, like copy is Control-C. So I'm going to select that from the menu, get info, and it's giving me a preview of it. It also shows me the full file name, me.jpg. Dot is a name for a period when it's used that way instead of in punctuation in a sentence. And it also tells me the size, 225 kilobytes right there. Kilo means 1,000 in the metric system. Now, in the metric system, it's a lowercase k, whereas here it's an uppercase k, because it doesn't actually mean 1,000, it means 1,024. I'm going to totally gloss over that and just call it a kilobyte with a lowercase k, which means 1,000, because that's important for you to know. It has also the dimensions. This is the width and the height in pixels. So this thing has over 1,000 pixels wide, over 700 pixels tall, and that means that it's over 700,000 pixels total, because to get area, you multiply width times height for a rectangle. Okay, so that's how you can examine a file. In a separate video, I'll show you how to place it in a Google Doc.